the journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. Each one of you has wonderful adventures ahead, and you are capable of achieving great things. Before you take the next steps of your journey, know that we are proud of each and every one of you, and we share in your accomplishments this evening. Wherever life takes you, always remember you are London Pirates. Congratulations, and thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sachi Suda, and I'm so thankful to be here speaking to you today. Congratulations to my fellow seniors for our graduation, and thank you to the faculty and families that have helped us get to this monumental point in our lives. Since not everyone is moving on to a new stage in life today, I've decided to discuss something that we can all relate to, something that isn't specific to youth or major milestones, something that I struggled with and overcame over the course of my high school career. What better universal experience is there than comparing yourself to someone else? Everyone in this room has done it before, don't lie. And if you take one message away from my speech today, let it be this: your life is a unique experience. That is why this one-to-one comparison thing simply doesn't work. My point is, our lives are a combination of conditions that give us steps forward and steps back, and our combination of those steps cannot be replicated in anyone else. Recognizing that other people have these unique steps is key to understanding your precious value and how important your accomplishments are within the context of your own life. Now, just in case you weren't listening so far, which I see a couple people on your phones, and I'll forgive it this one time, but I'll give you a scenario to help you catch up. Say you and JJ are swimming the same race, and he beats you. Instead of preying on his downfall, rationalize it. Maybe JJ has been swimming for a long time. Maybe he's been practicing for this race for a long time. Or maybe he just had more resolve to win the race. When you lose, remind yourself that failure is okay. No one has a monopoly on success. No, not even JJ. When you do win, recognize the conditions that brought you steps forward. We all have them. It's not something that will take away from your accomplishment, but it will give you something to be thankful for. It takes a village to help make the amazing person that is you. Make sure to be thankful for those people every once in a while. Throughout high school, I worked hard because I had the agency to. The people in my life were supportive of my academic endeavors, and I did my best to make them proud. Of course, COVID is something that we've all been experiencing these past couple years, and being online for a whole year was challenging, but it also allowed me to focus far more on school with all of my free time. And it also allowed me to binge TV shows when I would other be in my honor-ams class, and for that, I'm sorry, Ms. Render, and I'm also sorry for telling you that Harry Potter was bad in the water gardens room. Sorry about that. My sophomore year, my dad sustained a major spine injury and was left unable to move in his arms and legs for months. My responsibilities changed, but I tried my hardest to put effort into school when I dedicated so much energy to my family. There were moments in my high school career that were easy, and there were some that were not. These are my steps forward and steps backward in my high school career. I have so much to be grateful for, though. My dad can walk and run now, and also type on his phone a little bit too much. He's here at this ceremony, and his ability to bounce back from what he endured motivates me to do my absolute best. There are so many aspects of my life, like my supportive family and friends, and my dad, that have been an integral part in why I'm giving this speech. Whether you're graduating from high school today or not, please recognize what makes you who you are. Perhaps it will make you confident and thankful in how far you've gone, or maybe it will motivate you to do better. Even if you fail, remind yourself that there is always something that you can be proud of and that success is on the way. Sorry. I know I'm just a teenager who was handed a microphone for a couple of minutes, and I know very little about the world, but sometimes we need a reminder for the things that we already know. I appreciate you for listening to my humble contribution to this ceremony. Thank you so much for celebrating with us today, and congratulations again to the class of 2022. And without further ado, I would like to introduce to you guys the valedictorian of our class, Ben Torno.
Class of 2022, I have a confession to make. I have no idea what I'm doing. This might seem a little odd, so let me explain. A couple of weeks ago, when I was told to get busy writing this speech, I immediately began to procrastinate. Graduation was a couple of weeks away, so I had plenty of time to start writing another day. Whenever I thought about this impending speech, I would push it out of my mind and think about something else. In fact, if you've ever asked me what this speech was going to be about at any point in the last year, I probably gave you a joke answer or just straight up told you that it was too early to think about. I wasn't sure why it was something I resisted thinking about, but it was. But at some point, the axe must meet the grindstone. So, I began my brainstorming process by watching dozens of commencement speech videos, and I soon discovered why people don't have the habit of binge watching commencement speeches in their spare time. Usually, they're pretty boring. Typically, they can go one of two ways. In the first way, the valedictorian, who spent the last 4 years working math problems and writing essays, suddenly thinks he's a stand-up comedian and tries to make his speech into a stand-up routine, which inevitably falls flat. In the second way, the valedictorian tries to make his speech into some super deep and profound commentary on life in the future. Of these two options, the second appealed to me far more. I read the past speeches from London valedictorians and tried to imitate their tone. I wanted to think of something really profound to say, something really meaningful, something that would give my fellow graduates and audience members something to think about. However, there was one small problem. I didn't have anything profound to say. In fact, I came to realize that the reason I'd been procrastinating was precisely because I didn't know what to say. What could I possibly say that would resonate with people? What could I say that hadn't been said a million times before? I had a severe case of writer's block, with the clock ever ticking towards graduation. Soon, I began to resent the idea of graduation speeches in general. After all, what entitled me to give some sort of address to my classmates? My specialty was doing math problems and writing essays, not giving profound speeches. Who was I to give my fellow students advice about their future when I had yet to leave the security of my parents' home? I realized I was woefully unprepared to give any type of deep, profound speech. Of my 18 years on this earth, I have only been something vaguely approximating self-conscious for maybe a quarter of them. I haven't done anything hugely difficult. My main problems for the last 4 years consisted of trying to pass Miss Rendon's insane pre-cal test. I didn't have to worry about anything substantial. Nothing about my life could even be closely approximated as hard or difficult or warrant a speech about going out into the world. In fact, many of my fellow graduates would have the one up on me, as I still have yet to have a real job, pay income taxes, or even have a small measure of responsibility. Even the relatively simple task of filling out an apartment lease made me feel nauseous. But in general, the same can be said about most, if not all of us. This ceremony marks the beginning of our entrance into the real world. Tonight, we enter the real world, not as savvy, experienced adults, but as children who have no idea what is going on. The further we progress past tonight, the more we will realize how much we don't know. High school may have taught us how to find the slope of a line and what a prepositional phrase is, but what has it taught us about how to be responsible roommates, be good spouses, or be good parents? These are the things which really matter, but we are almost completely ignorant of them. But that's okay. At the end of the day, even the knowledgeable start out as ignorant, and the wise start out as fools. None of us know anything about this adulting business, and that's okay, provided it doesn't stay that way. As we progress, we will gain experience, knowledge, and wisdom. However, along the way, there will be things we don't know, things we can't deal with, things that will knock us off our feet. We won't know what's going on, but we won't be alone. We will be surrounded by our peers, who are also ignorant, but our parents and family as well, who are anything but ignorant. By leaning on those who are older and wiser than us, we can curb our ignorance and gain wisdom. Yes, we don't know what we are doing, but there are others around us who do. Take the advice of your parents and your grandparents. Don't put your faith in yourself alone. Lean upon others, and most of all, upon God, your Creator, who has a plan for your life and knows, 100% of the time, exactly what He is doing.
Thank you, Ben. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight to celebrate this extraordinary group of students. I'm so proud and honored to serve as your principal at London High School. Although this year you were able to attend school as normal and share classes with your friends, you were faced with a different challenge, getting to know another new principal. Transitions and changes are never easy, and we all handle difficult circumstances in our own way. Whenever there is something challenging or seemingly unbearable in my life, a very good friend of mine always says, "You just have to embrace it." As simple as that sounds, it is sometimes easier said than done. It takes perseverance and resilience to overcome obstacles and face adversity without giving up. This year, you embraced me and the changes that I brought. You didn't always agree and rarely took no for an answer, but I was always proud of you for advocating for what you wanted and teaching me about the traditions of London. There were times we had very entertaining disagreements. Usually when the conversation started with, "Just hear me out," I already knew the answer was no. That perseverance is what will move you forward after high school. You will encounter difficult situations and you will make mistakes. You may even experience failure, but when life gets you down, remember that you have what it takes to keep fighting. You have proven that time and time again. You are a very talented group of students. Whether it's academics or extracurricular activities, this group excels. Over 90% of our seniors have been accepted into college and have completed a combined total of over 900 college hours while still in high school. That's pretty amazing. All of our athletic and academic teams have advanced beyond district competition. You are definitely equipped with what it takes to succeed. Never let disappointment overpower your ability to keep fighting for what you want. Henry Ward Beecher, a renowned author, clergyman, and anti-slavery activist, once said, "One's best success comes after their disappointments." So my advice to you is always pick yourself up, dust off the dirt, and try again. The only way to truly fail is to never try. When I accepted this position as principal, I never dreamed that a place like London existed. Once I got to know the students, I realized that my world was changed forever. For the first time in my career, I could focus on all students, not just the ones that make the most noise. In this short year, you have made me laugh, cry, good tears, not bad, and you have made me proud and definitely kept me on my toes. I love you all for accepting me and making this the best year of my entire career. Sorry. You will always be my first official graduating seniors from my first year as a high school principal. I cherish the memories, and they will stay with me long after you move on. Thank you for setting the bar high for those that follow in your footsteps, and I expect to hear nothing but great things in your future endeavors. Can't see now. With that, I'm going to leave you with this bit of advice. Always keep high expectations for yourself, but remember that you are human and not perfect. Mistakes will be made. So learn from them and use it to make yourself even better. Strive to be a better person tomorrow than you were today by being kind and compassionate. You don't know what others may be going through. Always hold your head high and be proud that you are a London pirate. And last, embrace life's challenges. Congratulations to the 2022 senior class. You are exceptional. Okay, thank you. Thought I would get through that at least once without crying, but it didn't happen. Now it is my honor and privilege to present the class of 2022. Dr. Whitus, I have examined the 4-year academic records of the assembled candidates for graduation. Ms. Bowers and I have found that each candidate has successfully completed the required courses of study, leading to the graduation plan that they have pursued as required by the Texas Education Agency and the London Independent School District. I hereby certify to Dr. Judy Whitus, Superintendent of Schools, that the assembled seniors of London High School class of 2022 are eligible to receive their diplomas.
You previously heard the certification of the London High School class of 2022 by Mrs. Holland. As superintendent of the London Independent School District, I concur in the certification. By the power invested in me by the state of Texas and the Texas Education Agency, I hereby declare each of the assembled seniors to be a graduate of London High School of the London Independent School District, and hereby direct that the diploma certifying their status as graduates be provided to each assembled candidate.
Phoebe Ajede. Braden Forrest Albrecht. Zane Edward Apple. Ileana Arispe. Sarah Michelle Avila. Rudy Troy Benavides II. Malin Ann Borschelt. Allison Elizabeth Brearley. Isabella Antoinette Brem. Cade Grant Budd. Kylie Faith Budd. Brooke Victoria Busenlenner. Sophia Marie Cadena. Lillian Claire Campbell. Emily Cecilia Chalmer. Jacob Riley Charles. Hunter Allen Colston. Trenton Michael Crawford. Joseph Wesley Dorsey. Asher Jackson Dupuis. John Mark Andre Ensley. Clarissa Maravilla Escobar. Abigail Marie Evans. Stone Forrest Fitzgerald. Jeremiah Zachary Flores Villalobos. Ashlyn Diane Freidenberg. Anem Sanet Gallegos. Thomas Cole Gann. Jacqueline Glenda Ann Garcia. Austin James Gardner. Esther Grace Garza. Jackson G. Summer Renee Green. Jackson Ross Grove. Alice Elizabeth Hager. Forrest Anthony Howard. Josias Anthony Huerta. Tanner Jace Johnson. Alishba Kazmi. Taylor Mackenzie Ketter. Long Jet Lee. Aiden George Leonard. Darren Cole Llewellyn. Justin Jose Longoria. Sara Carolina Lozano. Jacob Ryan Lujan. Brooke Marshall. Bryce Isaiah Marshall. Colin Grace Martinez. Jaden Tyler Martinez. Joseph Tyler Martinez. Amanda Caitlin McBride. Alyssa Lauren McCleary. Brianna Alexa McLean. Patrick Michael McNorton. Ruth Brise Melendez. Aliana Ray Mendiola. Osvaldo Brian Menendez. Colton James Moreland. Sean Elijah Moreno. Zarin Moreno. Serena Bree Olivares. Ian Noah Bettis. Libby Renee Peterson. Miranda Renee Pewitz. Landon Charles Powell. Julian Joseph Rich. Mateo Lorenzo Rivera. Nayeli Aroli Rocha. Derek Rodriguez. Reed Patrick Rosiepaul. Carlos Ruiz. Harrison Reese Science. Michaela Ray Salinas. William Cole Schutz. August Jillian Schwartz. Natalie Isabel Sepulveda. Sydney Marissa Smith. Noah Ryan Solis Pebbles. Sachi Suda. Alexia Lee Martinez Stommel. Benjamin Ray Torno. Georgia Marie Nwakego Udani. Isaac Jeremiah Wagner. Dylan Renee Wieselski.
Parents, I just want to remind you that after the ceremony, we'll meet y'all downstairs. Good evening. My name is Kylie Budd, Senior Class Secretary. We did it, graduates. After all the early mornings and late nights filled with accomplishments and hard work, we're finally crossing the stage and receiving our diplomas, which we have worked so hard for. Today is a huge milestone in our lives, and I know we are all super anxious to graduate, but it is important for us to take the time to thank all of those who have gotten us here today. To start off, we would like to thank our families. To our parents, thank you for being with us through it all. I know we are super hard to deal with at times, but you stayed by our side, and we are the successful young men and women today because of y'all's efforts and endurance. We will never be able to thank you enough for the impact y'all have had on our lives. Just know, we are extremely grateful and love y'all tremendously. To our siblings, thank y'all for being a shoulder to cry on or someone to rant to after a tough day. Even though y'all annoy us from time to time, we will miss y'all. To our grandparents, aunts, and uncles, thank you for constantly encouraging and guiding us throughout our lives. We appreciate it more than y'all ever know. At times it may seem like we ignore the lessons each and every one of y'all teach us, or the small actions y'all did to help get us to where we are right now. But I promise, your selflessness and commitment have not gone unnoticed, and we hope to continue making y'all proud. I speak on behalf of my fellow graduates. We appreciate y'all's love, support, and guidance throughout our lives. We wouldn't be here without y'all. Now to move on to our time at London. We have been blessed with such a tight-knit community and an amazing education that will help us succeed as we move on in life. So thank you to the London community for making us into the bright individuals we are today. We will never forget the sense of family we have felt in our years here. Over the past 4 years, we have been blessed with teachers and coaches who are committed to our success in expanding our knowledge that will help guide us as we head into the next chapter of our lives. I know we are hard to deal with at times, especially through this time of senioritis. Oh, sorry. But we are forever thankful for y'all's countless efforts in the classroom and on the field. Y'all have made us wise, and as we go up into our new endeavors, we will forever have y'all's advice with us. Next, I would like to thank Ms. Suwallen. Thank you for taking on the huge responsibility of being the sponsor of our crazy class. You have made our senior year one we will never forget. You have had a listening ear and helping hand, while also working tirelessly to please our needs and wants all year long. You have helped us have an unforgettable year while still juggling the responsibilities of being a sports mom, senior mom, and a teacher. You have helped us put on many different fundraisers and make sure we are involved to raise the money to have such an amazing prom and senior week. We cannot thank you enough. Next, I would like to thank 3 very special individuals who have continuously been available to help us get through this year. Ms. Holland, thank you for being an amazing principal. Although this was your first year with us, we have come to love you, and you have helped guide us to make the best decisions and have had our back through it all. Ms. Bowers, thank you for working so many hours to make sure we are prepared for our next chapter in life. You were always there for any question we might have about college applications, and without you, we may be stuck in high school forever. I know y'all would love that. And Dr. Whitus, thank you for supporting us in everything. We loved having your support, and even though we may not see you every day, we know you were there working hard so that we could have such an amazing year. On behalf of the graduating class, I would like to thank all of the other students of London High School. Each year, we have been beside a new group of students, and we have created friendships that have helped us get through the years. We know y'all will continue an amazing legacy, and just know, when they say high school flies by, it really does. So make the best out of every opportunity. Lastly, I would like to thank my fellow classmates, the class of 2022. For the past 13 years, I've had the opportunity to be a pirate and have grown up with y'all, making memories that I will carry with me forever. During my time at London, my classmates have taught me many different lessons and have left an impact on my life, as I hope I have left one on yours. I truly believe we have created an amazing bond, and I know that as each of us go out into the world, we will continue to leave an impact and succeed in our new endeavors. A.A. Milne once said, "You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know." Even though we may be going our own ways, I pray that you remember those words and that God encourages your growth and stays steadfast in your life. Let's go out into the world and make London proud by being the best versions of ourselves. And now I'd like to introduce our class treasurer, Austin Gardner.
Please bow your heads for the benediction. Dear Lord, we thank you for this extraordinary opportunity to gather together with family and friends to celebrate ours and our peers' achievements. We are grateful, Lord, for the people and experiences that have shaped us and made us who we are today. Though the journey through high school has been long and at times testing, with your guidance, we emerged as better people. Please continue giving us guidance on our paths of constant self-improvement. With the lessons and life skills gleaned from our education, we will be prepared to be successful into our future endeavors, whether further education, the military, or entering right into the workforce. Please bless us as we begin the journey to achieving our dreams and realizing our full potential. As we leave this graduation ceremony, bless us with safety and only good feelings for our classmates. May we forgive like you and not let previous disagreement and conflict cloud over such a joyous ceremony. As we go on our separate paths, please enable us to retain the positive memories we have made as members of the class of 2022. In your name we pray, amen.
Kylie, you made me cry. Hey guys, it's me again. I have had the privilege of being your class president and need to give a big, big thank you to my fellow officers for being there when I was not. I love you guys. Thank you. Oh. This moment in time may be the last time we see each other ever again. And I want to say how excited I am to hear about all your accomplishments my classes made. I'm excited to hear about all the accomplishments my class make in the future. I truly believe that London High School class of 2022 includes a future president of the United States, future doctors, nurses, and lawyers, mothers and fathers, future pro athletes, and many more. As we go off into the world on our own, we must push ourselves, because now no one is going to do it for us. Whatever this universe throws at us, each and every one of you has the strength to conquer it. And lastly, I shall leave you with this quote by Minor Myers Jr. Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good. Now, to the class of 2022, I ask you to please rise and move your tassels from the right to the left. Woo! Congratulations, you are now officially graduates of London High School.